and this is Adam. This is another Eye on North Carolina blog. We are here in Rose Hill, North Carolina at the world's largest frying pan. As you can see, it's pretty big. I'm here with the mayor, Boney, who's going to tell us more on why the world's largest frying pan is here. So we're here with the mayor of Rose Hill, Boney, who's going to tell us more about the world's largest frying pan.
The pan was built in 1963 by Ramsey Feed Company. Ramsey Feed Company helped start the poultry business in our area. They were very instrumental in starting our first poultry jubilee. The pan was built in October of '63, and the first jubilee was held later in that same month. And it was used for about over 20 years, every year since that time. The Rose Hill JC sponsored the North Carolina Poultry Jubilee, and we have the celebration of the poultry industry around here. And we would cook fried chicken, and we would fill up every section of the pan with cooking oil and cooked chicken. We turned it with pitchforks, and we still do that today. And we sold, you could buy individual pieces of chicken, or you could buy a chicken dinner. And way back then, a chicken dinner was 25 cents.
Oh, really affordable.
Yeah, so nowadays, I think last year was $7.
Wow.
But the JCs did it for several years until those of us in the JCs got aged out. You can't be a JC up to a certain age. And there were no younger guys to take it over. So for a few years, there was no Jubilee, but now it's been revived by the Chamber of Commerce. And the Jubilee is held again in October. We do not turn on the whole pan, just a few sections of it, because it's a lot of oil to do it. But it's still cooked the same way with pitchforks and so forth, and we have to drain the oil out of each section. It's a lot of cleaning and preparation for the pan. The pan is 15 feet across, and it's 45 feet in circumference. And like I say, it's been here since the early '60s. At one point, we moved it to our county seat in Kennesaw for the county fair, but that was too much of a job to move back. So it stayed here. Originally, it was on the corner across from us over here, where beside the drugstore, the original Jubilee. But it's been moved here on our town square for several years now.
Now, does it get really hot on there? Is that part of the reason why you don't have the whole thing going?
Yes, it does. There are 40 burners.
Wow.
Under the pan. It's the same kind of burners that used to be in old tobacco barns. It's fueled by propane. The big tank out here is 40 burners, and when we're using just a few sections we use now to cook chicken, we have to put water in the other ones so they won't warm. It's all made out of 1/4-inch steel, and there's 8 sections, and they hold 25 gallons per section of cooking oil. And now the fire department does the cooking for the Jubilee here, and we start about 4 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, wow.
Ready to serve lunch. So it takes that long to get it heated up.
Wow. And of all people you want cooking this big frying pan with the fire are the fire department guys.
Yeah, it's quite an undertaking, but we enjoy doing it. We really do.
And so inside here, it must get really hot to you. So every time you serve, it's all outside. No one comes inside the gazebo.
Behind the fence, and we set up some big fans if it's a real hot day.
Just the Jubilee, that's the only event of the year that this is open to the public. Have you guys thought about opening it up any other events like 4th of July? Or?
We have. If another civic group wanted to use it for some type of community event or a fundraiser,
because
firemen will probably be willing to do it. You can't just come up here and turn it on and cook on it. You don't know what you're doing. You got to get the oil at a certain temperature and keep it at that temperature. So yeah, if somebody, another group wanted to use it, I don't think that would be a problem. It would be good to do it.
Yeah.
It really would. Because it's something to see once you see all that chicken in that pan.
Oh, I bet. I may come out here in October and get some good chicken off the world's largest frying pan. Yeah. And have you cooked eggs on it or anything else? No, just chicken.
Just fried chicken.
Just fried chicken.
Fried chicken.
Wow.
Yep. And
wow.
it's delicious, by the way. It really is.
I bet. I bet. And how many visitors do you get a year from out of town coming through?
Oh, that would be hard to say. Probably, gosh, I've never even thought about that. I wouldn't be scared to say 2,000, 2,500 people stop by.
Wow.
Because any Saturday or sometimes Sundays you ride by, you see people here.
Right.
And it gets your eye.
Oh, it does.
It does.
Are you guys in the Guinness Book of World Records as the world's largest?
I don't think so. At one point, it was attended, but there was another somewhere out west has a frying pan, and it's never really been validated. That ours is bigger than theirs, but the Guinness folks have never been here.
Oh, well, I hope they come out here to make it certified.
I would love for them.
Then you could have a little plaque, certified Guinness Book of World Records.
Absolutely.
And how did you, obviously you guys are the biggest, but how did you guys come up with the name? Well, this is the world's biggest frying pan.
I guess the guys that built it, they wanted to make the biggest pan, and I think that's what they named it once they made it.
Wow. Well, thank you, Gary, so much for coming out here and showing us the world's largest frying pan. This is, as you can see, this is incredible. And right in the middle are the
exhaust. The heat exhaust goes up here. The lids are lifted off. You can see the valve for the burners. There's 40 burners.
Right.
There's a handle that fits right here that's stored under there because somebody won't steal it. That actual looks like a frying pan handle. So when it's in operation, the handle's here and all the sections are open. And like I say, a lot of heat's generated, but it's something to see when it's in operation, when everything is going.
And do you guys have fans here for the firefighters when they're cooking, or they're just burning up?
We have large poultry house fans that they use to cool chickens in poultry houses, and we'll put one on each side just to keep a breeze blowing through. Because if it's a hot day, it really gets real hot under here.
I bet. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Okay.
So I'd like to thank Gary for telling us about the world's largest frying pan. This is truly incredible. I hope you guys can come out to Rose Hill, North Carolina, and the Jubilee's in October, and we'll see you all soon.